and worship leading is designed at the end to bring reality. We know that our songs will not be scored by sweetness. They will be scored by alignment. We used to teach people to pray. If I find out that what God wants to bring is glory, then I will engage what we call the first protocol of the supernatural, and it's the protocol of acknowledgement. Because you know that's what he wants to bring, you will call him the bringer of that thing. Because the emphasis is glory. So if God is trying to introduce glory, you now begin to sing of the goodness of God. That song advertises his faithfulness, but that's not what he came to do in church. It means that even though what you are saying is not contrary to his nature, you are hindering him. You are not his friend in that service. You are bringing something that he will not respond to. Even the words that I speak, Jesus said, are not my words. The words I speak are the words of him that sent me. That's how to minister in a church. So the preparation is longer than the delivery. Our labors are supposed to be aligned.
Hello folks. The video you just saw, let me try to explain what our brother Tolu was trying to explain in that clip. By the way, profound word as usual from Apostle Tolu. Let me tell you a story. Growing up, I was privileged at a point in my life to lead a choir in the Orthodox Church. I grew up as a Baptist young man in the Baptist settings, and then we used to call it choir master, choir mistress, things like that. There was really no MD in those days. And just to explain this concept, I got to a point as the one privileged to lead that I began to see it as serious work. Serious work how? Each time the choir has to minister, by the way, we minister every Sunday before the pastor comes up to preach. So I got to a point I told my members, and I was a young man, but privileged to have married people that were senior, older to me in age. And I told them that every time we come up with a song to minister, and at the end of the day, it does not align with what pastor we preach. By the way, we do not have an idea what's going to preach next Sunday. We don't have all those things. They won't tell us. But I told them every time there is a misalignment, it's either of two things, actually three things. It's either we are wrong, or he was wrong, or we both were wrong. All right? Because the songs we sing, and this is to song leaders, musicians, music directors and things. And I know I've done a video before. I'll put a link in the comment section where I spoke about what you need to do when you're preparing your song list. I remember I said that it is what God wants to hear, not what we just feel like singing, what is trending. Because everybody is not throwing on the social media space, oh, that's what we are going to put in our song list on Sunday, and we do a kind of arrangement and mess up the essence of the song. It's actually what Baba wants to hear. So what he's trying to say is that, and back to my story, is the fact that when pastor preaches on Sunday, so the next rehearsal we just do a review, say what we sang about and what pastor took up with. Was there an alignment? And going day in, day out, week in, week out, we started seeing that we were getting it right. You know why? Because we were trusting on God for him to give us what he wants us to minister on Sunday. So what he was trying to explain is the fact that, God wants to do something in every worship service. The song leaders and even everyone that does something, every resource person during that meeting are meant to prepare the stage to permit me to help God, to aid God with what he wants to do. So when you are doing something ultra vires, yes, it may have a team of, yes, it's still gospel, it's still ministry, but that's not what God wants to do at that time. Like he was saying, you are preventing God from achieving his aim. So when God is treating a matter, it should be that the song leaders, when you are bidding your song lead, you waited on the Lord, and God is saying, these are the things I want you to sing back to me, because it will prepare the stage and the heart of the people that I want to meet, their heart. It will prepare that stage and their heart for them to be able to receive from me. So every song, that's why I say to musicians, to music directors, music pastors, song leaders, come. Not everybody, because they are skillful, should handle the microphone, should lead us in song, should even back us up when we are singing. No, it is ministry work. It is hard work. We trust God. God is using his vessels. They are vessels. They are ministers. Singers, you are a minister. You are ministering to people. So when we are leading people in worship, that we can come before the throne of grace with boldness, so that we can obtain mercy and also receive grace. You are doing it from the point of view of what the master wants to do. So he was telling us very clearly in that clip, and I do support 100% well. That is doctrinally correct. He was telling us that you need to be able to put your heart or your ears on the heart of the Father, so that you can hear his heartbeat. You can know what he wants to do this Sunday service, this Tuesday meeting, this Wednesday digging deep, whatever it is you're doing. Very important. It's not about skills. It's not that I can do the reads and the runs and stuff. That no, those are very immaterial to what God wants to do. So I beseech you, friends, and like I always say, when the lion is roaring, it's because there is a prey. God is raising serious issues about worship services, conduct on worship services, songs, the kind of songs, the way we behave when we come before him. So it behoves on us, beloved, that you come to the place, the secret place, to be able to understand those things and do exactly the way God's servants, when they minister to us in word, have to tarry in God's presence to receive a word for us. It's the same way musicians should tarry to receive the word in music for us. It's what God wants to hear, not what you want to sing. All right. This is a great message, and a big shout out to God's servant, Apostle Tolu. Great job, man of God. The Lord keep you. And I remain your friend and brother again, Oluwaseun. I call you blessed. Cheers.